You are probably waking up wondering if you're a Powerball multimillionaire. Well, there is good news, and then there is bad news.
That's right. The good news, there were 2 winning tickets for that record $587 million jackpot. The bad news, the dream lives on only if you live in Arizona and Missouri, where those tickets were sold. If not, there's another drawing this Saturday, and we'll have more on last night's big jackpot coming up in just a bit. But the odds are your budget problems are still unresolved this morning, and the same is true in Washington, and so that's where we begin this morning.
With just 33 days left to the fiscal cliff deadline, President Obama sends his Treasury Secretary to Capitol Hill today to negotiate with congressional leaders. Major Garrett is at the White House. Major, good morning.
Well, good morning, Charlie and Nora. Even as negotiations intensify, the campaigning continues here at the White House. President Obama is adamant about protecting the existing income tax rate for middle-income earners and raising them on the wealthy. For the president, the politics of this are very simple. He ran on the issue and against Republican obstructionism. And if Republicans don't relent, the confrontation over the fiscal cliff and the issues and the campaigning here to resolve it will continue. For the second time since winning re-election, President Obama welcomed the applause of hand-picked supporters, and he warned Republicans not to ignore his calls to protect middle-income households from higher taxes.
It's too important for Washington to screw this up. Now's the time for us to work on what we all agree to, which is let's keep middle-class taxes low.
To achieve that, Mr. Obama must persuade Republicans to allow tax cuts for households that earn more than $250,000 to expire. That means indirect GOP complicity in a tax rate increase, and they're not interested.
You're not going to grow the economy if you raise tax rates on the top 2 rates. It'll hurt small businesses. It'll hurt our economy. It's why this is not the right approach.
This impasse is just one of many hurdles Treasury Secretary Tim Geithner, Mr. Obama's lead negotiator, will confront in meetings today with top congressional leaders. Erskine Bowles, head of Mr. Obama's Deficit Reduction Commission, met this week with all the players at both ends of Pennsylvania Avenue.
Look, I'm not more optimistic or less optimistic. I'm hopeful, but I wouldn't put me down anywhere near the optimistic category. We got a long way to go and a very few days to get it done.
Republicans like Lindsey Graham of South Carolina have offered to break a no new tax increase pledge and raise revenue as part of a budget deal. But Graham's now pulling back until the president offers specifics on entitlement cuts.
I have not seen one plan from this White House that would deal with Medicare and Medicaid and Social Security, which are all going to fail and take the country down the road of grease. And until I hear something from the White House, I'm not going to say another word about revenue.
In one important respect, the national campaign will end symbolically today in the president's private dining room. Mitt Romney and the president are scheduled to dine together for about an hour. The White House says there's no formal agenda, and Romney aides tell me they weren't even sure this luncheon would occur. Several weeks had lapsed since the president's election night vow to meet with Mr. Romney, but there will be no press coverage allowed. The White House says, though, it will release, for all of us, one photograph. Charlie and Nora.
Major Garrett, thank you.